In this lesson, I'll show you the one practice technique that, if done daily, can improve your playing dramatically. That technique is focused arpeggio practice. So you've probably worked on arpeggios before, but have you explored them in the most effective way possible? Listen to this for example. This short phrase, perfect for the start of a blues, uses only arpeggios. While arpeggios aren't the only element of improvisation, they provide the target notes that let you hear the underlying chords within your lines. So let's explore a few practice approaches now. First, practice arpeggios within what I call box positions on the guitar. First, place all 4 of your fingers of your fretting hand on the fretboard. This creates kind of a box shape that moves horizontally across the neck. We can expand this box by shifting it up 1 fret or down 1 fret. This is useful because it keeps our notes organized in one area and also gives us a clear indication of when we need to change strings. If it moves outside the box, you need to change strings. Now let's choose a key. Let's use B flat major today with its 2 flats, B flat and E flat. Starting on the low E string, play a B flat major 7 arpeggio 1 octave up. Now staying within this box, play all the arpeggios in the key until we reach the end of the fretboard in that position. Then shift up to the next arpeggio in the scale, creating a new box position, again starting on the low E string. So now instead of playing B flat major, we play C minor and do the exercise. Repeat this process for each arpeggio of this key. Also, I want you to vary the way you play these arpeggios within these boxes. So try going all down instead of going up like we did before. Or maybe try an up-down pattern, being going up 1 arpeggio and down the next. As you practice, don't just rely on muscle memory to get through these. Visualize each arpeggio within each box. Practicing every arpeggio in the key in this way will develop your ear for the key and give you instant access to its essential sounds. I want to give a quick shout out to one of the sponsors of this channel, being Stringjoy strings. I've been using them for years and truly believe in these strings. Make sure to check out the link below to get the strings that I'm using for this lesson, and some of your purchase will go to helping out the channel, and I want to thank you in advance. All right, next we're going to practice arpeggios vertically across the neck. Instead of playing horizontally within each position, play them up and down each string set. Let's demonstrate this using arpeggios on the low E string. Notice we're starting on the root of each of these arpeggios. To deepen this practice, we need to start each arpeggio on every tone of that arpeggio, being the root, the 3rd, the 5th, and the 7th. For example, here is B flat major 7, but broken up into all these different starting points. Practice these starting on the E, A, D, and and G strings for maximum flexibility and mastery. Also notice how these shapes can connect vertically. Playing 2-octave B flat major 7 arpeggios starting on the 3rd, simply by repeating the shape, sounds like this and allows us to cover a lot of the fretboard. Finally, practice 2-octave arpeggio patterns starting on the E string for the last piece of this puzzle for practicing arpeggios. For B flat major 7, starting on the low E string, play a 2-octave horizontal pattern beginning with your 2nd finger, like this. Now start on the 3rd, being D, on the low E string, and with your 1st finger maintaining this box position. Doing this opens up more of the fretboard, so instead of saying B flat major 7 all just kind of here, we see it all across the neck. Note the suggested starting finger. While you can start each position with different fingers, altering the shape, some common starting fingers are root with the 2nd finger, third with the 1st finger, fifth with our 2nd finger as well, and starting on the 7th with our 3rd finger. So now you have practical methods for practicing arpeggios, giving you the tools to play over pretty much any chord. While arpeggios aren't the only element of improvisation, they are very crucial. They provide the target notes that let you hear the underlying chords within your lines. Also, this isn't something that you can just master right away. It's an ongoing, lifelong process. You would want to do this every day with every possible key or mode, which pretty much leaves you with almost an infinite number of options. This is something I work on all the time. It's just something that you always have going on in the background. If you found this lesson helpful and want to dive deeper, I've created guitar profiles and PDF transcriptions of all the exercises we covered today. Plus, on my Patreon, you'll find an extra etude that applies all these different concepts directly over a blues progression. Supporting me on Patreon helps me create more free lessons like this one. So if you're serious about improving your guitar playing, consider checking it out. And also, I want to give a shout out to the people that support me on Patreon. Without you guys, none of this would be possible. So I very much appreciate your support. Thank you. And as always, thanks for watching. And remember to always keep swinging.